Hi everybody, welcome to Ollie's Anatomy and Physiology practice review live stream where anatomy and physiology finally makes sense. Hello everybody, welcome in. We're doing some anatomy and physiology one today. We're going over the skeletal system, the integumentary system, the tissues, some of the joints, and the muscular system for you all today. As you're joining in, feel free to say hello. I'd like to see how you're doing. I hope you guys are all doing well. Hello. Welcome in. My name is Ollie. This is Ollie's Anatomy and Physiology practice review live stream. Again, we are just trying to make anatomy and physiology easier for you all. How's everyone doing today? I hope you're all doing well. We'll get started here in just a moment as soon as some of you join, but welcome in. My name is Ollie. I have a master's degree in molecular medicine. I've been an anatomy and physiology tutor for about 5 years now, and I go live every day covering anatomy and physiology for you all, and some other topics that you guys do request, and you can request those via the orange plus service button. I would appreciate it if you gave the live stream a like. It just gets it out to more people so we can help as many people as possible on their anatomy and physiology classes, their HESI and TEAS, and whatever else has anatomy and physiology on their upcoming exams this summer. Hope you guys are all doing well. How's everyone doing? Hi, hello, welcome in. To everyone that just joined, I'll introduce myself and we'll go ahead and get started with the practice questions today. Hi everybody, welcome to Ollie's Anatomy and Physiology practice review live stream. Hi Ollie from New York. Oh, I can see CST. Nice to meet you. But welcome to Ollie's Anatomy and Physiology live stream. This is where we're going to make anatomy and physiology finally make sense for you all. We'll go ahead and get started with some practice questions. All my anatomy and physiology OneNotes cover everything that we're going over today. They're on my website as well. They're linked in my TikTok bio. Hi, Miss Maldi. How are you doing? Hello. All right, I'm just going to get my questions set up here. Bear with me for the transition. Just a moment. We'll get started. And I'm going to flip the camera around and I'll show my face at the end of the live stream. But feel free to say hello. I'm happy to say hello to you as well. Can everybody see my questions now? And then we'll get started. Just let me make sure everyone can see the questions, and then we'll go ahead and get started. Just a yes will do. If you just say yes, just so I know you guys can see the questions, and then we'll go ahead and get started. But welcome, everybody. Welcome to the Anatomy and Physiology live stream. Yes, perfect, everybody. Thank you for letting me know. All right. So we'll start with number one. We're going to start with some integumentary system questions. I know a lot of you have been moving on from the tissues to the integumentary system and the skeletal system. Number one asks, which layer of the skin is primarily composed of dead keratinized cells? A, B, C, or D? Put your answer choice down in the comments. Comment A, B, C, or D. Whatever you think the answer choice is. If you don't know it, that's totally okay. Just put your best guess down in the comments and let me know what you think. But welcome in, everybody. Welcome to the live stream. Welcome to Ollie's Anatomy and Physiology live stream. We're making anatomy and physiology finally make sense for you all. Thanks for joining, everybody. We're almost at 1,000 likes on the live stream already. That's insane, guys. Thank you guys so much. I remember here we're looking at which layer of the skin is going to primarily be composed of, again, repeating here, the dead keratinized cells. I'll give you guys just another moment to answer, and then I'll give you guys the answer to number one. What do you guys think? Just comment A, B, C, or D. That's what we do in the live streams. The answer to number one, what do you guys think it is? A, B, C, or D? A, B, C, or D? Seeing a couple different ones here. But it is going to be the stratum corneum. The stratum corneum. So the stratum corneum, that is our most superficial layer of the epidermis. The stratum basal layer, this is the most deep layer. This is where the highest mitotic activity occurs, which is cell division. So this is where they are not dead. And then as they go up the layers of the epidermis, they become dead and they get keratinized. Remember, we have our let's get sun burnt. To remember the layers of the epidermis: C, corneum; L, lucidum; G, granulosum; S, spinosum; B, basal layer. Alrighty, and number two, what is the primary function of melanocytes in the integumentary system? A, B, C, or D? What do we think it is, everybody? Let me know if you guys need me to elaborate on the layers of the epidermis at all a little bit more. And that 1.2 thousand likes already, guys. Thank you guys so much. Welcome to the live stream. To everybody that just joined, if you're new here, hi. My name is Ollie. This is Ollie's Anatomy and Physiology live stream. We're going over some practice review for anatomy and physiology. I'm here to finally make A&P make sense for you. We're on number two now if you're just joining us, which is the primary function of melanocytes. Annie says, hi, thank you for this. Thank you for being here, Annie. I appreciate you being here as well. I couldn't do this without you all. But number 2, the answer is C. It is to produce melanin. So remember that site means cell. Melano is going to stand for melanin. So again, it is a cell that produces melanin. Number 3. Which of the following is not a function of skin? Which of the following is not a function of skin? So does one specific layer of the skin get affected with skin cancer? So yes, if you think about it, the stratum basal layer, this is where cell division occurs. So whenever you're going to have a mutation, it's going to be at the stratum basal layer, because cell division is occurring there. That's where a mutation will occur during cell division. Has anyone bought my notes considering prepping for AMP1? I hope some people in here have bought the notes. We're at 2,000 likes already. Just in case I can show a little quick picture. This is kind of what they all look like here. Again, there's a little study guide, and that's kind of what they look like briefly. Let me know if you have any questions about my notes. Hit the orange plus service button down there. You can also hit that button, send me a direct message if you have any questions about my notes. But for number 3, the answer is C. It is hormone production. It is hormone production. The skin does not produce hormones itself. The protection is our major function. Vitamin D synthesis does occur via when we're exposed to UV light, and then thermoregulation is managed through sweating, and then when we dilate and constrict our blood vessels. Number 4, sebaceous glands secrete what? A, B, C, or D? Thanks for all the follows, everybody. Welcome into the live stream. How's everyone doing? I hope you guys are all doing well. Feel free to introduce yourself as well if you're new here. Feel free to say hello again if you're a repeat. I know, Rosalind, you've been here before. Welcome back. 3,000 likes already, guys. That's phenomenal. Thank you guys so much for the support on the live stream. I absolutely love doing these. But we're on number 4. The answer to number 4 is B. It is sebum. So sebaceous glands secrete sebum, which is also known as oil. The way that I kind of remember that, sebaceous has SEB, sebum has SEB. That's how I kind of remember that one. Number 5, the hypodermis is mainly composed of what? The hypodermis is mainly composed of what? A, B, C, or D? What do you guys think down in the comments? Hello, Lemonade. Hello, nice to meet you. 4,000 likes already, guys. That's insane. You guys are crushing it. What was the first question again? You can watch the replay on YouTube as well. It's linked in my TikTok bio, but the first answer was D, was stratum corneum for the layer composed of dead keratinized cells. It's the outermost layer. The hypodermis is mainly composed of B. It is adipose tissue. It's also known as the subcutaneous layer. But remember here, when we talk about the layers of the skin, we have the epidermis, the dermis, and our hypodermis, or our subcutaneous layer. Remember that epi means above, so this would mean above the dermis. Hypo means below, so that would mean below the dermis, and this is, again, where all the adipose tissue is mainly. We're going to move on to the next page now, everybody. Number 6, the most superficial layer of the epidermis is what? We kind of just covered that. Am I nurse? No, I just got my master's degree in molecular medicine. Back in November, I'm working on getting my PhD, but I got my master's in molecular medicine. I've done research on cancer, specifically urinary bladder cancer and then lung cancer. But we're going to move on to the next page now. Remember, you can watch the replays of these on YouTube. They're linked in my TikTok bio. Number 6, the most superficial layer, is going to be C. It is the stratum corneum, like we just mentioned. It's the layer where we have mostly dead keratinized cells. And again, we have our little mnemonic. It's come, let's get sun burnt. With come being corneum, L is lucidum, G is granulosum, S is spinosum, B is basal layer. Remember, lucidum is only in your palms and the soles of your feet. All right, makes sense? Remember, come, let's get sunburned. Those are also in my integumentary system notes, linked on my website. Like I said, everything I cover today will be in my notes on my website, linked in my TikTok bio. Number 7, which burn classification involves the epidermis and the dermis? The epidermis and the dermis. Remember, it doesn't affect the rest of the skin past. I'll clarify that when we're talking about this burn classification, we have not gone past the dermis. We have not gone past the dermis. We're at 6.5 thousand likes. I always use come let's grab some breakfast. Yeah, that's a good one too. I remember come let's get sunburnt because your skin is what's getting sunburnt. That's how I always kind of remembered it. 6.5 thousand likes already. That is insane. All right, so the answer choice here is going to be B. It is second degree. Remember, the second degree is what affects both the epidermis and the dermis. Third degree is when it goes completely through the epidermis and the dermis. It starts affecting that underlying tissue. First degree would be only the epidermis. Only the epidermis. Number 8. We're going to move on to number 8. Which cell type helps with immune defense in the skin? Which cell type helps with immune defense in the skin? A, B, C, or D? Remember, we're commenting our answers with A, B, C, or D down in the comments. Yay, logical guessing wins. That's perfect, yes. It's totally perfect. Thank you all for the follows as well. Welcome to the live stream. If you're just joining us, welcome to Ollie's Anatomy and Physiology live stream. We're going over some practice review for A&P. We're going to make anatomy and physiology finally make sense here in these live streams for you all. We're on number 8 now. Which cell type helps immune cells, or immune defense? That is our Langerhans cells. These are the immune cells that are present in the epidermis. Melanocytes, again, are for pigment production with melanin. Merkel cells are sensory related. Keratinocytes, those are also in the epidermis, but those are for our waterproofing cells. All right. Number 9. Which epithelial tissue lines the alveoli of the lungs? Which epithelial tissue will that be? We're going to move on to some epithelial type questions. We're at 7.8 thousand likes already, guys. That is insane. Kay said, just got an 85 on my first exam. Let's go, Kay. Congratulations. If we could get a congratulations in the chat for Kay as well, that'd be fantastic. Like I said here, we're trying to build a community with anatomy and physiology. I know a lot of you are online. I don't want you to feel isolated. I want you to feel like you're part of a study group. So we are here to celebrate people's wins, wish people good luck on their upcoming exams. So thank you all for putting that in there. I appreciate you guys doing that for each other. But number 9, the answer is A, to simple squamous. Remember that simple means one layer and squamous means flat. So remember that structure always relates to function. So function would relate to the structure. So if it's thin, if it's one layer, if it's flat, that is going to be great for diffusion of nutrients, waste, oxygen, carbon dioxide, and such. Stratified squamous is what you would see in the skin. Transitional would be what you would see in your bladder, and simple cuboidal are mostly in your ducts. All right, mostly in your ducts or your glands. And everything that we are covering can be found on my anatomy and physiology notes available on my website. They're linked in my TikTok bio. But number 10, the connective tissue that provides strength and shock absorption in the joints is... Thanks for all the follows, everyone. Always love seeing new faces around here. Welcome in. We're almost at 10,000. Do I offer tutoring? It is full right now, yes. But if you want to send me a message via that orange plus service button, we can kind of talk about when I have some availability opening up. What time do I usually go live? So tomorrow I'm going live at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're going to do some A&P 2 topics tomorrow. But number 10, the connective tissue that provides strength. Oh my gosh, 10,000 likes. That is insane, guys. 10,000 likes on the live. That's nuts. The connective tissue that provides strength and shock absorption in the joints is cartilage, C. That is our cartilage. Cartilage cushions our joints. Specifically here, we're going to be talking about hyaline cartilage. Loose areolar is supportive, not necessarily shock absorption. Dense irregular is found in our dermis, and our blood is obviously our blood, not a structural tissue in a way. Today's only A&P 1, yeah, so we kind of switch off and on between A&P 1 and A&P 2. Number 11. Which muscle tissue is striated and voluntary? We're going to move on to the next page. I'm going to look back at your questions here in just a moment. I saw some questions. I'm going to pull them up here real quick. Will this be great to use for the TEAS? I apply for nursing school in September. Yes, Ania, yes. So a lot of these questions are based on the concepts that are tested on the HESI and TEAS exams. A lot of students have been reaching out to me. I get dozens of DMs every day saying that these live streams have helped them pass their HESI and TEAS. So thank you for the question. But yes, this would be fantastic for you. But number 11, we're going to move on to the next page. Remember that the live stream replay will be on YouTube. It's linked in my TikTok bio. If you want to go back and watch the replays. We're on number 11 now. The answer is A. It is skeletal. So which muscle tissue is striated, meaning it is banded? If something is banded, what do you think the importance of that is? It's going to give rhythm. Voluntary, meaning you have conscious control of it. So me writing is skeletal muscle. I'm consciously thinking about what I'm doing. Smooth and cardiac are both involuntary. Smooth is not banded or straighted. Cardiac is, and it's only found in your heart. Number 12. This is for LVNs. Yes, this is also for LVNs. Anyone who has anatomy and physiology, this is perfect review for you. The type of membrane that lines cavities that open to the outside is what? A, B, C, or D? What type of membrane would line cavities and they open up to the outside or external environment be called? A, B, C, or D? We're at 12,000 likes already. That is insane, guys. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate you guys being here. But welcome to Ollie's Anatomy and Physiology practice review live stream. We are finally going to make A&P make sense for you all, whether it's you're in a class now or you have to review for it. If you had the class already and you've forgotten everything, this is perfect review for you. This is for your LPN, LVN, your HESI, your TEAS, your A&P class, DAT, good for the MCAT review. It's just perfect for anybody who needs anatomy and physiology. We want to make it make sense for you here and provide a study group for you online as well, especially if you're online so you're not feeling isolated. But number 12, the answer is C. It is mucus. Mucous membranes line our digestive tract. They line our respiratory, our urinary tracts, etc. Serous is going to line internal body cavities, not external. Synovial is going to line joints, and the cutaneous refers to our skin. Number 13, which tissue type contains neurons and glial cells? Which tissue type would contain neurons and glial cells? A, B, C, or D? We're almost at 13,000 likes already. I literally don't know anything about A&P, but just trying to prep. This is all looks foreign. Well, hopefully by the end of today and tomorrow, you'll kind of have a brief rundown of what A&P 1 looks like and A&P 2. Today is really mostly focused on skin, tissues, skeletal and integumentary, muscular, and joints, mainly because a lot of people are going through that right now. But Monday and Tuesdays I'll be live. Those will be all A&P 1 and then all A&P 2 respectively. But number 13, the answer is C. It is nervous tissue. Remember that these are the four big types of tissues. When you're going over histology for A&P, you have epithelial. Next, you'll normally learn connective, muscular, and then nervous tissue. Neurons are the functional units. They're going to transmit and receive our signals. Glial cells support neurons. Number 14, which type of connective tissue stores energy? A, B, C, or D? A, B, C, or D? Any type of, what type of connective tissue stores energy? A, B, C, or D? If I miss a comment, please feel free to repeat the comment. Yes, I'm going to watch you consistently. Thank you, Kia. Thank you. I'm looking forward to seeing you. I try to remember people's names in the live stream as well. I definitely want to create quite the community here. This is perfect. Histology practice was on Monday. Perfect. Good luck, A1 TV, on your histology practice. Well, we could get good luck in the chat. That would be absolutely fantastic. Anna said I struggle so much with epithelial tissues and muscles. There's too much. I know. Honestly, once you really get introduced to histology, it really is a lot. I'm actually posting a histology series on TikTok right now. I just went over the classifications, and I just did simple squamous, and I'm posting simple cuboidal and columnar today and tomorrow. And we're going to keep going on and explaining that a little more so you can understand it better. But especially create individual videos so you can focus on one tissue at a time. But number 14, the answer is B. It is adipose tissue. This is what is going to store your fat. Remember, fat is really important for energy. They're fat cells. They're going to store your energy. They're going to insulate your body. The rest are more so for structural or transport functions, like the blood is for transport. Number 15, compact bone is organized into what? A, B, C, or D? Thank you. Unfortunately, histology practice won't be a multiple choice. I know, yeah. Once you have your lab practicals are normally fill in the blank. Mine were too. I try not to do those on a live stream just so people have more of an interactive way. It takes a little too long for people to type in the answer choices, so I just try to do multiple choice on here and whatnot. 15,000 likes. Let's go, guys. Thank you. That is insane. We're only on question 15. That's nuts, guys. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate it. Again, the more that you guys like and share the live, the more that we can help as many people as possible. How often I do this? I do it pretty much every day. Yeah, no, pretty much every day. And you can request topics via that orange button down in the bottom left corner. It just lets you send me a DM during the live. The answer is C. It is osteons. Osteons, which is also known as our reversion systems. They're structural units of our compact bones. Trabeculae are found in our spongy bone. Lacunae are the small spaces for osteocytes, and the caniculi are the tiny canals between lacunae. The way they kind of like has it in the name, it's like canal, so it's kind of like a canal for the lacunae in between them. Number 16, bone reabsorbing cells are called what? A, B, C, or D? We're moving on to the next page now. But again, you can watch the replay on YouTube. It's linked in my TikTok bio. We're on number 16 now. And if you're just joining us, and I'll answer some questions here in just a sec. I saw some comments. But again, if you're just joining us, welcome to Ollie's Anatomy and Physiology Practice Review live stream. We are here to make anatomy and physiology finally make sense for you all. I'd love to do a co-live and do pharmacology. Yeah, we do pharmacology here sometimes as well. Yeah, send me a DM via that orange button. We can definitely talk about it for sure. But yes, we do pharmacology here and there. I was a pharmacy tech for 4.5 years, so I love pharmacology. And I do these for about an hour or two. But number 16, the answer is B. It is osteoblast. So reabsorbing typically means you are reabsorbing you're absorbing into your blood. So osteoblast, I'm sorry, I got that wrong. My mistake. It's osteoclast. I'm so sorry. I got too excited. Osteoclasts are bone reabsorbing cells. So osteoclast, bone reabsorbing, would mean it breaks down bone tissue and it releases it into your bloodstream. Osteoblast would do the opposite. It would take calcium from your blood and it would use it to form new bone. The way that I remember this is osteoblast, B for build up bone. Osteoclast, C has chew in it. Chew means to break down. Osteocyte, that is typically just means it's a cell. It's a mature bone cell. Chondrocyte would be a cartilage cell. Sorry about that. I got too excited and ahead of myself. Thank you for your patience on that one. But again, bone reabsorbing cells, which means that calcium is going into the bloodstream. That is an osteoclast, chew, breakdown. Osteoblast, B, build up. All right, number 17. Will I do a session on muscles? Yes, so we're actually doing some muscular system questions today. Number 17, which part of the skeleton includes the skull and vertebral column? A, B, C, or D? What do we think? And hello to everybody that just joined. Welcome in. I know, sorry about the confusion there. Sela says, I'm starting anatomy and physiology classes so much faster paced. Thank you. Yes, of course. I absolutely love doing these live streams. Again, welcome to my anatomy and physiology live stream. I am here to make anatomy and physiology finally make sense for you. I want to make it easy. I want to make things easy to, like, not just memorize, but understand and, just ace your exams and whatnot. I'm just really here to help. But number 17 is, if I missed a question, please feel free to repeat. Sometimes I write on my screen and I miss things, so please feel free to repeat it. I promise I'm not ignoring you. But number 17, the answer is A. It is axial. Remember, you have your axial and your appendicular skeleton. Your axial is going to include your skull, your vertebral column, your ribs, and your sternum, while your appendicular is going to include your limbs, which would be your upper plus your lower and your pelvic area. What are chondrocytes? Chondrocytes are cartilage cells. Number 18, the humerus is part of which region? Which region? A, B, C, or D? Pelvic would be like your pelvis area, down by like your hip. A, B, C, or D. We're 18.7 thousand likes already, guys. Wow, that is incredible. A bunch of you also just joined. Welcome to Ollie's Anatomy and Physiology Practice Review live stream, where we finally make anatomy and physiology make sense. We're going to go live every single day, covering anatomy and physiology. A, B, C, or D for number 18. The humerus is part of which region? The answer is D. It is part of the upper limb. It is part of the upper limb. It's our upper arm bone. Our upper arm bone. So our lower limb, that's more of your femur, your tibia. Your thoracic cage has to do with your sternum and ribs. And then axial, again, humerus would be appendicular because it is part of the upper limb. Number 19. Humerus is a bone. So this is a bone that is in your upper arm, like where you have your bicep. That's where that would be. Number 19, which process occurs in endochondral ossification? A, B, C, or D? Let me know in the comments. Put your answer choice down in the comments. A, B, C, or D. We're at 19.2 thousand likes already. Is ANP2 harder than 1? It kind of depends on who you are, to be honest. ANP1 is a lot more memorization. ANP2 is a lot more process-based. It's a lot more understanding. So it kind of depends on who you are. I personally liked ANP2 more. I thought it was a little easier. ANP1, it's kind of a new language. You're kind of, you have your training wheels on, but you're going like 100 miles per hour on your bicycle. That's kind of how I would describe ANP1, especially if you're new to all these concepts. ANP2, you're kind of used to the terminology and the flow of the class and the amount of material at that point. That's why I thought that. But especially you have to learn all the bones, all their landmarks, all the muscles, origin, insertion, action, innervation. You don't have as much memorization for that in ANP2. But number 19, the answer is going to be B. Cartilage is replaced by bone. Most of our bones are going to develop this way. Fibrous tissue is going to develop from intramembranous ossification. So you have endochondral ossification. Cartilage is replaced by bone. Fibrous tissue gets replaced by bone and I'll write it here, intramembranous ossification. And if you are confused on any of those, we can kind of go over those in another live stream. Let me know down in the comment, down in that orange button in the bottom left corner there. Just send me a message during the live stream. Let me know if you're confused on anything. Like I said, everything we go over today, they're in my A&P notes. They're available on my website. They're linked in my TikTok bio. But number 20, talking about fractures here, a green stick fracture is most common in what? I've had like one fracture before. In my fibula from when I played football, I was a kicker and I got absolutely crushed in my leg while I was kicking the ball. Thank you guys for the gifts. Let me see who sent that. How do I get notifications for my lives? Go to my profile, and then on the top right corner, there's a bell. You can put the notifications for that. 20,000 likes already, guys. That's insane. Thank you guys so much. I didn't see the names of who gave the gifts, but thank you so much. If you want to just say it was me, feel free to. Thank you guys so much for the gifts. Number 20, a green stick fracture is most commonly in children. Kids' bones are the most flexible, so those fractures are going to be a little more incomplete. We're going to move on to the next page here. Thank you, Angie, for the rose. Thanks for the gifts, guys. They're very much appreciated. Thank you all so much. Number 21, we're going to move on to some joint questions here. Number 21, which joint is a freely movable joint? A, B, C, or D? And again, if you're new here, welcome in. Welcome to Ollie's Anatomy and Physiology live stream. We're doing some practice review. We're here to make anatomy and physiology finally make sense for you all. We're almost at 22,000 likes already. I took an AMP1 this summer, and the amount of information is like trying to drink from a fire hose. Yeah, you're absolutely right. The best thing to do when that comes around is just to break things down little by little. But A, B, C, or D. We're going to go live pretty much every day here on TikTok as well if you're new here. We go live essentially every day. You can request topics here in that orange button in the bottom left corner. Number 21 is C. Osteoarthrosis. So those are synovial. Synovial joints are freely movable joints. Number 22, which of the following is a fibrous joint? And for how long? I typically go live between an hour and 2 hours every day. And tomorrow we'll be at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And if you go to my profile after the live stream, it'll say like live event scheduled and it'll give you a time. Thank you guys all for all the follows. I appreciate it. Welcome back if you aren't new here and you've been here before. It's good to see you guys again, and it's good to meet you guys. Feel free to introduce yourself as well. But number 22, which of the following is a fibrous joint? Which of the following is a fibrous joint? Yeah, so we can explain the other ones real quick here. So answer choice A is syntheroserosis. So these are immovable. Amphioarthrosis, these are slightly movable. Suture would be an example of an immovable bone, or immovable joint. I'm sorry. That's what you found in like your skull. Number 22. Which of the following is a fibrous joint? The answer is B. It is a suture. So again, sutures connect the skull bones with fibrous tissue. You don't want them moving around. Obviously, they are immovable. Number 23, what structure lubricates the synovial joints? A, B, C, or D? A, B, C, or D? What do we think it is, guys? Put your answer choice down in the comments. Do I self-study, guys? Yes. They're on my website. They're linked in my TikTok bio. If you have any questions about them at all, you can reach out to me via the orange Service Plus button down in the bottom left corner there. Just let me know if you have any questions about them. Kayla said these have been so helpful. I got a 95 on my exam. Let's go, Kayla. That's awesome. If we could get a congratulations in the chat for Kayla, that's fantastic. Thank you so much for sharing that. I'm so happy for you. I'm so glad. Please, if we could put a congrats for her in the chat, that would be incredible. Thank you so much for sharing. Again, we're trying to create a community here as well to uplift each other's victories in the class. So thank you guys so much. Thanks for sharing. Number 23, what structure lubricates synovial joints? The answer is C. It is synovial fluid. This is secreted by the synovial membrane. This is essentially going to reduce friction. And then rotation is an example of what? Rotation is an example of what type of movement that we see at joints? A, B, C, or D? A, B, C, or D? If I don't answer your messages, send me another message. Again, I probably get about 100 couple messages a day, so if I miss it, feel free to send another one. It depends what it is too. If you're sending me just like some people just send stickers. Send me what you're interested in hearing about. Like if you have a question or something like that. But send me another one. I'll try to get to it as well. But like I said, I get hundreds of messages a day now, so I try to get to everybody though. I promise I try. I promise I'm not ignoring you. But number 24, the answer is C. It is circular movement. Circular movement. That is rotation. So rotation is going to turn a bone around its long axis. Angular motion would include flexing and extension. Special movement would include such as like an inversion. Or none of the above is just incorrect. Number 25, which joint is a ball and socket joint? A, B, C, or D? Put your answer choice down in the comments. I can't send another one. Okay, I'll take a look. I'll take a look. Took my TEAS earlier this month. Got an 84.7. Let's go, Logan. That's awesome. We're getting a congratulations for Logan in the chat. That is awesome. Congratulations. The TEAS is not easy. It's hard. I'm absolutely proud of you. I hope you're proud of yourself. If you get another congratulations, that would be fantastic. Number 25. The answer is B. It is a shoulder joint. So our shoulder joint, this is going to allow the greatest... Oops, I spelled greatest wrong. Greatest range of motion, ROM, range of motion. Ball and sockets allow for the greatest range of motion. Shoulder is an example of that. Also the hip. Elbow would be a hinge joint. The knee would also be a hinge joint. And then your wrist is a condyloid joint. Number 26. Number 26. The largest and most complex synovial joint is what? The largest and most complex. When I say most complex synovial joint, this has to do with the number of ligaments involved in it. For A, B, C, or D, what do we think it is? We're at 26.1 thousand likes already, guys. That is insane. Thank you guys so much. The more that you guys like the live, the more that we can help as many people as possible. The TEAS for sonography and nursing the same? Yes, they typically are, Amanda. But send me a message via the bottom left corner there. I can kind of answer that a little better there. It's normally just the ATI TEAS, so it kind of depends on your program as well. But number 26, the answer is D. It is the knee. This is because of all of the ligaments and menisci that are involved in your knee. The other ones are, yes, they are complex, but they are less complex. Like your ACL, your PCL, your MCL. I remember this when I was in nursing school. I'm sorry I wasn't here for you when you were in nursing school. I'm going to go on to the next page now. Which disorder involves joint inflammation? I'm moving on to the next page now. What can I do to study for the HESI? use these live streams and watching videos online. I know Nurse Chung, I think you pronounce it Nurse Chung. She has fantastic videos. I'm going to be posting more videos. But if you are new here, welcome. This is Ollie's Anatomy and Physiology Practice Review live stream, where we're making anatomy and physiology finally make sense for your A&P class, your HESI and TEAS, your DAT, your MCAT, anyone that has to review anatomy and physiology as well if you've already been past A&P. Odor of QT, thank you so much for the heart. I appreciate the gifts, guys. Thank you so much. Again, we're trying to make it finally make sense here, especially if you took it before and you kind of went through it fast and you don't remember anything. This is fantastic review for you. The answer choice is going to be B, though. It's arthritis. So itis means inflammation. Arth, it means joints, so joint inflammation or inflammation of the joints. Osteoporosis is bone density loss. Muscular dystrophy is the weakening of muscle tissue. And scoliosis is a spine curvature. Number 28, a tendon connects what? A tendon connects what? A, B, C, or D? I can help someone whose MCAT is in July and need in-depth review of the nephron. Yes, I absolutely can. My tutoring is full right now, but I can make some more nephron videos. If you send me a message, I actually pin it here. You can send me a DM during the live stream so you don't have to leave. But just send me a video. I can make a video for the nephron, specifically for the MCAT here. Just let me know. I'm happy to do video requests for you all. I love this. I love anything medical. Thank you, Fonda. Welcome into the live stream. Owner of Key Beauty. Thank you, best teacher. You're the best. You guys are the best students. I absolutely love doing these live streams with you guys. Number 28, a tendon is going to connect muscle to bone. Muscle to bone. Ligament is bone to bone. And a viewer actually mentioned a good way to remember that. It was BBL. Bone to bone is ligament. So that's how they remembered it. It was the first time I heard of it. Hopefully it helps someone else remember it. Number 29. Which protein forms the thick filament in muscle? Where was I when I did this back in 2021? I wasn't doing this in 2021. I wish I would have. I took anatomy and physiology for the first time in 2019 and 2020. And then I did it in grad school last year in 2023 and 2024. And I got an A in both. I got 100% on all my final exams as well. But when we're talking about the thick and thin filaments, I have a perfect way to remember these. But I'll give you the answer. I'll give you my... no one has ever forgot my way to remember this once I've told them. It's a little inappropriate, but the more inappropriate, the better. The thick filament is the myosin. So if you remember here, myosin, as we just mentioned, is thick. Actin is thin. The way that I always remembered it was, she's so thick, it's a sin. Myosin is thick. And acting like they thick, but they really ain't, means it's thin. I've never forgotten it. Everyone I've told has never forgotten it either. Hopefully you've enjoyed that. But again, myosin is the thick filament. Remember that myosin heads attach onto actin, pulling them towards the center of the sarcomere. That's your muscle contraction. We're going to move on to some muscular system questions now. Number 30, the functional unit of a muscle is called what? A, B, C, or D. We're almost at 30,000 likes already. Kia said, do you guys think A&P 1 online is much harder, including the lab? So I do. I kind of depends. Honestly, I think A&P 1 is a little harder online just because you don't have the in-person models. I think models are a fantastic way to learn things and kind of manipulate the structures in a sense. But 80, I remember from yesterday. Thanks. Thank you, Purple Rose. Thank you. But yeah, my rapping skills. I cannot rap. I cannot sing either. I'm a terrible singer. You don't want to hear that. Number 30, though, the functional unit is B. It is a sarcomere. It is a sarcomere. The sarcomere is a repeating unit of contraction made of our myofibers, so our myosin and our actin. Number 31. But real quick, myofiber was made of sarcomeres. Our fascicle is a bundle of fibers, and a muscle fiber is a single muscle cell. Number 31, the neurotransmitter involved in muscle contraction is what? You need this neurotransmitter in order for a muscle contraction to occur. A, B, C, or D. What do you think it is? Just also remember that if you are confused on anything, everything we've gone over, are going to go over. They're all available on my anatomy and physiology notes. If you need some extra help, they are linked in my TikTok bio for you all. But number 31, the neurotransmitter is C. It is acetylcholine. Acetylcholine gets released here if we have our motor neuron and we have our muscle membrane here. Acetylcholine gets released from into the synaptic cleft and attaches to receptors on the muscle membrane. At the this is called the neuromuscular junction, and it binds to receptors on the sarcolemma, and which would initiate our muscle contraction. Dopamine is involved more so in the brain, serotonin more so for mood, and a little bit of regulation there. And then norepinephrine is a stress hormone. 32, what is the main energy source for a 10-second sprint? A 10-second sprint would have, what is its main energy source? A, B, C, or D? I'm taking psychology classes right now. Awesome. And also, and if I do A&P courses and graduate programs differ or are somewhat the same. They're a little more in-depth, and they normally would have like situation-based questions. These are more of review questions just to get you reviewing, and then if you have other problems here with certain topics, we go deeper into those with that. 30,000 likes, guys. Let's go. What app am I using? This is GoodNotes. A, B, C, or D? What do you guys think? 32 is the answer is B. It is creatine phosphate. So creatine phosphate would donate a phosphate to ADP. So we get a phosphate, we give it to ADP. This makes ATP. This is very fast. This is very, very ideal for short, explosive bursts. Glycolysis takes a little longer. That would be a little bit after 10 seconds. Oxidative phosphorylation, that is a lot slower. It's used in like your endurance. Fatty acid oxidation is also slow. That is also not great for quick sprints. Not used for that as well. Number 33. I'm going to move on to the next page now. Number 33. What muscle fiber type is most resilient to fatigue? A, B, C, or D? A, B, C, or D. Thank you for all the follows, everybody. Thank you. Welcome into the live stream. Again, taking my first human anatomy class this fall. Awesome, Carson. Good luck this fall. I'll be going live in the fall as well. Oh, I was hearing about DP. ADP, yes, ADP. Adenosine diphosphate gets transitioned into ATP. Adenosine triphosphate. But welcome to Ollie's Anatomy and Physiology Practice Review live stream, where we make anatomy and physiology finally make sense for you all. We're doing review. This is perfect for nurses, LVNs, LPNs, EMTs, MCAT, DAT stuff. It's perfect review, especially if you've taken anatomy and physiology before and you don't remember anything. This is a great way to review and connect those dots that you're missing. But number 33, the answer is A. It is type 1. Again, so type 1 are slow twitch. They have a high level of mitochondria, which again provide energy. They use oxygen very efficiently. They are very fatigue resistant. Type 2A, these are our intermediate. A little less resistant. Type 2B, these are our fast twitch. They fatigue quickly. Type 3 is not a recognized type. Number 34, the quadriceps femoris is located where? A, B, C, or D? Where is the quadriceps femoris located? A, B, C, or D? A, B, C, or D? What do we think? A, B, C, or D? 32,000 likes. That is awesome. I said leg. I remember. Anyway, I have to pass my certification for medical billing coding. Good luck, Cynthia. Chloe said, thanks, man. Appreciate it. No problem. This is great. So sad I didn't see it last semester. Oh, that sucks, Chloe. But at least you're here now. Hopefully you're here now. The quadriceps femoris is located where? It is going to be in your thigh. It is going to be in your thigh. So remember that the quadriceps femoris, that is a large muscle group in the anterior thigh that is responsible for your knee extension. Remember that the quadriceps femoris includes the four. Remember, quad means four, so it makes up our rectus femoris. Rectus femoris, our vastus lateralis, our vastus medialis, and our vastus medius. All right. Thank you for the goats, Carson. I appreciate it. Thank you for the gifts. I really appreciate them, guys. That's awesome. All right. And number 35, which muscle has an origin on the scapula and inserts on the radius? A, B, C, or D? A, B, C, or D? So remember, a big part of a muscular system is origin, insertion, innervation, and action. But what muscle has an origin on the scapula and an insertion on the radius? A, B, C, or D? We're at 33.8 thousand likes already. That is insane, guys. Thank you guys so much. Gotta read the options. Yeah, so answer choice A is biceps brachii, answer choice B is deltoid, answer choice C is triceps brachii, and D is latissimus dorsi. So a lot of the students get this question confused with A, biceps brachii, and C, triceps brachii. The answer is biceps brachii. So the triceps brachii does originate at the scapula, but it inserts on the ulna, not the radius. Okay? The deltoid would insert on the humerus, and the latissimus dorsi would insert on the humerus as well. Number 36, which term refers to a muscle that assists the prime mover? A, B, C, or D? A, B, C, or D? Number 36. A, B, C, or D? What do we think? A, B, C, or D? 35,000 likes. Let's go, guys. Thank you guys so much. Again, the more that you guys do like the live and share the live, the more that we can help out as many people as possible on anatomy and physiology exams that are coming up. But number 36, the answer is B. It is a synergist. So a muscle that goes along with it. A synergist would aid the agonist by adding force or stabilizing it. Antagonist is going to oppose. Agonist is the main muscle here causing the movement. So this is the muscle that assists. Would be the synergist. The main muscle that performs it is the agonist. A fixator is going to stabilize the origin of the agonist. Number 37, which disorder is a group of inherited muscle diseases? A, B, C, or D? Yep, someone said synergist. Yep, user synergist equals helper. Yes, that's true. I want to see question 34. There's 34. Again, the replay will be on YouTube. It's linked in my TikTok bio if you miss anything as well. Just so we can keep it moving a little bit. Number 37, the answer is A. It is muscular dystrophy. It is muscular dystrophy. These are genetic orders that cause a progressive muscle weakness. Tetanus is mostly bacterial. This is an autoimmune. Myasthenia gravis, this is autoimmune. And Parkinson's is neurological. So again, these are so when we're talking about a group of inherited muscle diseases, we are talking about diseases of muscular dystrophy. These are disorders, but it is a specific disorder. Again, we were talking about a group. These are individual disorders. We're referring to a group. Number 38, which of the following is a function of bone? A, B, C, or D? We're going to move on to the next page now. If you are new here, welcome. Welcome to the live stream. This is Ollie's Anatomy and Physiology Practice Review live stream. We're here to make anatomy and physiology finally make sense. This is perfect review for nursing students, some undergraduate level students. This is also just like fantastic review for people who went through anatomy and physiology and they don't remember things and they need a little bit of a review. We're on number 38 now. Again, everything that we're covering today can be found in my A&P notes as well. They're linked in my TikTok bio. And I also go live every single day as well. You can request topics for the lives in the bottom left corner there as well. But number 38, the answer is C. It is blood cell formation. Hematopoiesis occurs in red marrow. The other ones are not a function there. Number 39, where does hematopoiesis occur? I kind of just gave away the answer there. But it is red marrow, answer choice C. Again, so we have our blood cell formation that occurs at the red marrow. Hematopoiesis is the formation of red blood cells, white blood cells, and platelets. Red blood cells, specifically, the formation of those is erythropoiesis. Number 40, the pubic symphysis, and is an example of what? A, B, C, or D? A, B, C, or D? A, B, C, or D. We're at 38,000 likes already. Yellow marrow is going to store our fat. We're at 38,000 likes. Thank you guys so much. That is incredible. Thank you all so much. I appreciate it. Thank you for all the follows as well, everybody. Thank you, Precious, for the gift. Thank you guys for the gifts. They mean the absolute world to me. Thank you so much. Thank you for following as well. Number 40, the answer is A, cartilaginous joint. So it's made of fibrocartilage, and your pelvis is your pubic symphysis is going to allow for slight movement. Synovial joint, it has fluid and high mobility. Fibrous joint would have no cartilage there. Movable joint, it is slightly movable. 41, the sternum is part of what? The sternum is part of what? Thank you for the roses, Purple Rose. Thank you for the roses, Purple Rose. That's funny to say. Thank you so much. A, B, C, or D? A, B, C, or D. We're at 39,000 likes already. We're almost at 40,000 likes. That is insane, guys. Thank you guys so much. You guys are absolutely fantastic. But number 41. Number 41. The answer is our axial skeleton. It is our axial skeleton. So that includes our skull skeleton. It is our axial skeleton. So that includes our skull, our vertebral column, our thoracic cage. Appendicular would be your limbs and girdles, and then girdles are part of your appendicular skeleton. They are part of your appendicular. Appendicular would be your limbs and girdles, and then girdles are part of your appendicular skeleton. They are part of your appendicular. Which vertebrae has transverse foramina? A, B, C, or D? Is it just you, or does it keep glitching? Hopefully not. Hopefully everyone else is okay. Is everyone okay? Is anyone else having some issues? I know sometimes if you leave and then join back, it should be better. But 48,000 likes already, guys. That's insane. Thank you guys so much. It's glitches. It's good. Okay, some of you is good. Some of you not. If it is glitching for you, just join, leave and then join back. Sometimes it resets. But number 42... Number 42. The answer is C. I'm sorry, not C. I'm thinking of cervical. That's why. It's B. It's cervical. I was thinking cervical has a C in it, so I said C. The answer is B. It is cervical. Transverse foramina they allow vertebral artery passage. Thoracic, lumbar, and sacral do not have them. All right. Number 43. Number 43, which bone is part of the axial skeleton of the following here? I'm not going to hear the explanation for 41. The sternum is part of the axial skeleton. So again, your axial skeleton is like your skull, your vertebrae, your ribs, and your sternum. Pectoral girdle, some people get that confused, but your girdles are part of your appendicular skeleton. 41,000 likes. Let's go, guys. I think I may be a nerd because I love this. Thank you, Anna Banana. I'm also a nerd. I love doing stuff like this as well. So being a nerd is a good thing. But again, we just kind of went over that. So the answer choice here is C. It is the sternum. I'm going to move on to the next page. Again, the rest of these are part of the appendicular skeleton. I'm going to move on to the next page of questions here. The question is, the atlas articulates with which bone? A, B, C, or D? And if you are just joining, welcome to Ollie's Anatomy and Physiology live stream. We are doing some practice review for anatomy and physiology. We are here to make anatomy and physiology finally make sense for you. Perfect if you're a nursing student, pre-med student, if you are in your undergraduate summer class, community college. It's perfect for the DAT, MCAT, EMT stuff, especially if you have taken anatomy and physiology in the past before and you don't remember anything. This is perfect review to help you connect those dots that were previously there. But we're on number 44 now if you're just joining us. The atlas is going to articulate with B. It is the occipital bone. So the atlas, which is C1 in your vertebral column, supports the skull at the occipital condyles. The axis, the atlas sits on top of the atlas. So atlas would mean the first. It would not be the main articulation. The mandible and temporal bone, those don't have articulations with that. Number 45, what structure surrounds the entire muscle? What structure surrounds the entire muscle? I take the TEAS tonight over this. Good luck. If you could get a good luck in the chat, that would be fantastic. Who's Alicia Henderson? Good luck. Laura, I don't remember this. This is perfect review for you then. 42.6 thousand likes already. That was insane. That would be insane if we get to 50,000 likes on this live stream, guys. That's insane. Thank you guys so much. You guys are awesome. This is the best review ever. Thank you so much. You guys are the best students ever. Best audience for a live stream. Thank you for being here. But number 45, the answer is epimysium. So, epi means above. So it is going to be the dense connective tissue that surrounds your whole muscle. Paramecium means to cover the muscle. So that would cover your fascicles. Endomysium would be around your muscle fiber, and the sarcolemma is the cell membrane around a muscle fiber. So the structure that surrounds the entire muscle is our epimysium. All right. Then 46, a fascicle is surrounded by what? Kind of just gave away the answer. I'll let you guys give you just a second just to answer that question, just to make sure that you were paying attention to it. A, B, C, or D, what do you think in the comments? A, B, C, or D? What do you guys think? Peri means to cover. It means covering. So we are covering the fascicles. So that would be B. So we're going to the wrap around our bundle of muscle fibers, which are fascicles. Remember, endomysium is around individual fibers. Epimysium is around the entire muscle, so it is above the muscle. Sarcoplasm is the cytoplasm of muscle cells. 47, the sarcoplasmic reticulum stores what? Do I review chemistry too? Yes, I do. If you have any chemistry topics you want me to review, hit the orange button down in the bottom left corner there. Send me a message on some chem topics that you need some review for. 46,000 likes already, guys. You guys are absolutely crushing it. Taking Biolab 251. This is my topic right now. Perfect. This is perfect for you then. That's awesome. We'll be going live again tomorrow. I go live pretty much every day, covering AMP and other topics that you guys request to. Tomorrow's going to be 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I just went through and bought 5 study guides. Thank you. Thank you for buying the study guides. Thank you so much. I appreciate them. Thank you so much. Thank you. That means the absolute world to me. Thank you, KB. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. It means the world to me. Number 47, and I'll look back at some comments and answer those again as well. The sarcoplasmic reticulum stores calcium. It stores calcium. The SR, our sarcoplasmic reticulum, releases calcium to trigger a muscle contraction, and we can cover the muscle contraction a little bit here. Number 48, what happens when the sarcomere shortens? What shortens it? A, B, C, or D, and I'm going to look at your questions here or comments here. My kin exam is tomorrow. This is perfect too. Awesome. Good luck tomorrow. If we get good luck in the chat. And my LVM program and my AMP test tonight is over. 6 and 7 skeletal muscular system. Good luck as well. If you can get a good luck in the chat for everybody as well. Microbiology is getting me for sure. We can do some microbiology. Yeah, we'll eventually start doing some micro. I took microbiology as well. I got to get my stuff together for that as well. 49,000. We're almost at 50, guys. That's awesome. Thank you guys so much. That is awesome. Thank you, KB, again for getting the study guides. That means the world to me. I'm glad. Number 48, the answer is D. The muscle contracts. When you shorten a muscle, you contract the muscle. When the Z lines move apart, that's false. They move closer. H line, it actually shrinks, and the muscle relaxes. That is the opposite of contraction. But number 49, the area between 2 Z discs is called what? A, B, C, or D? A, B, C, or D? A, B, C, or D? Thank you guys for putting good luck in the chat. I appreciate it. No, you missed all this live. That's okay. Again, I'll be live again tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. 50.6 thousand likes, guys. Thank you, guys. Let's go. That's awesome. That's absolutely fantastic. Thank you all so much. I really appreciate it, guys. You guys are awesome. That's awesome. 50,000 likes is insane. Thank you, guys. I appreciate the support. 49, the answer is B. That is our sarcomere. So the area between our 2 Z discs is going to be our sarcomere. All right, and I move on to the next page now, everybody. But again, just to recap, the sarcoplasm is the cytoplasm of a muscle cell. The sarcolemma is the cell membrane of the muscle. Myofilament would include the actin or a myosin structure. Just to recap on those. I'm going to move on to the next page. Remember, the replay can be found on YouTube. It's linked in my TikTok bio. Number 50. Which layer of the epidermis is only found in thick skin? Thick skin is going to refer to the palms of your hands and the soles of your feet. While you guys are answering that, I'll take a look at your comments here just so I make sure I don't miss anything. A little bit said, thank you for doing this because it's a fun way for us to learn. Thank you a little bit. I appreciate it. I'm glad that you're having fun. Thanks for being here. But yeah, thank you for being here. Dang, I really need some notes. They're on my they're in my TikTok bio. It's on my website. Oh yeah, that is Sarko. Awesome. 53.5 thousand likes already. I just looked away and there's like 3 more thousand likes. You guys are crushing it. But it is stratum lucidum. Remember, in the beginning of the live stream, we had our little saying here, come let's get sun burnt. Corneum, lucidum, granulosum, spinosum, basal layer, lucidum, again, only found in thick skin, palm, soles of your feet. Alrighty. Number 51. Which gland is responsible for cooling your body? I kind of have a mix of all the questions here as well. But we're on number 51 now. Which gland is responsible for cooling the body? And if you are just joining, welcome to Ollie's Anatomy and Physiology Practice Review, where we're going to make anatomy and physiology finally make sense to you. If you're having any trouble with anything, this is just here to review. I just want to help you guys pass all your, not only just pass your exams, but really ace your exams as well. I get dozens of messages every day how these live streams are helping, so I appreciate you guys letting me know that. I appreciate you guys being here. Truly, I love doing these, so you guys being here means the world to me. But number 51, the answer is eccrine. Eccrine glands, so these are going to secrete the watery sweat for thermoregulation. Remember that you have, in terms of sweat glands, you have eccrine glands and your apocrine glands. Your eccrine glands are kind of all over your body. That's the most common one for thermoregulation. Apocrine glands are kind of like in your armpits and your groin area that become active after puberty. That's mostly with scent. So if you don't put on deodorant and you are stinky, that's because your apocrine glands are responsible for that. Number 52, what type of epithelial tissue is going to line the urinary bladder? If you were here earlier in the live stream, we are kind of recapping some of those questions there, hopefully to see that if you're able to put together what we learned earlier and put it together here at the end of the live stream to remember that. But I talked about, I gave the type of tissue that is in the urinary bladder it's allowing for stretching, essentially. A, B, C, or D. What do we think? You guys are putting C, you're absolutely correct. If you put C, that is awesome. It is transitional, allows for stretching. Number 53, the glenoid cavity is part of which bone? A, B, C, or D? Remember, just to recap here while you guys are answering, number 53, simple squamous is for diffusion, like in your alveoli. Your stratified squamous is in your skin. Pseudostratified columnar, that would be in your respiratory tract. Fantastic, everybody. For number 53, the answer is B. It is your scapula. That is awesome, guys. If you put B, you're absolutely correct. Number 54, which joint is the most susceptible to dislocation? Most susceptible to dislocation. Due to it has a high mobility, but it has low stability. A, B, C, or D. I know some people can get a little more confused between a couple of these here. So I'll give you guys a couple seconds to answer, and then I will explain. It's amazing what you forget. I study biology and philosophy. That's okay. That's definitely why we do these live streams, to help kind of, refresh the brain a little bit too. And I have a lot of people here that have done A&P before, but love the review. The answer is going to be D. It is your shoulder. Your shoulder has high mobility. It is a ball and socket joint. It has low stability, though. Your hip is more stable. Your knee is more so prone to ligament tears. And your elbow is a stable hinge joint. And then just give me 1 second. TikTok has to make me do my inactivity test here to say that I'm active. Number 55, the outer covering of a bone is called what? A, B, C, or D? Number 55, A, B, C, or D? Sue says it's your first time here. Welcome, Sue. Glad to meet you. I hope you're doing well. Thank you for being here. Welcome, everyone, as well. Can I do a med surg tutorial? Yeah, we can eventually do one of those as well. I know I've been getting some requests. I've been putting together some stuff for that. Queen Zahid, thank you so much for the gifts. I appreciate the gifts, guys. If I saw Zahid or Zahid, if I pronounce it right. Lango said it's my first time. Welcome, Lango. Thanks for being here. Welcome. It's nice to meet you. My name is Ollie, so it's nice to meet you. Thanks for being here. But the outer covering of bone is the periosteum. Remember that peri means to cover. We are covering bone, so the outer covering of a bone is the periosteum. Endosteum, that is going to be the lining the inner bone, so lining the medullary cavity. Epiphysis is the bone end. Diaphysis is the bone shaft. So if I draw a quick diagram of a bone here, the covering is going to be the periosteum. If we have our medullary cavity here, the endosteum is going to line that. This is the epiphysis. This is the diaphysis. Me watching while I'm studying. Oh my gosh. Well, welcome. Thanks for watching while you study. This is actually a great way to study. A lot of people use this to study for their exams and HESI and TEAS and whatnot. But number 56, which bone cell maintains the bone matrix? Maintains is the word there. So maintain. Think of the word maintain. A, B, C, or D? What do you think it is, guys? Comment your answer choice down in the comments. A, B, C, or D? What do you think? Do I do one-on-one? Yes, I do. It's full right now, but if you're interested, hit the orange button down in the bottom left corner. Let me know you're interested. We can see when I have some availability, when your timeline is. Gerard said, hello, first time here. Welcome. It's nice to meet you. Good lecture. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you. Dog bone. Yes, it looks like a dog bone. Most daughter, thank you for the gift as well, guys. The answer to maintaining the bone matrix is C. It is an osteocyte. Osteocytes maintain the bone matrix. Osteoclasts break down bone, C for chew. Osteoblast builds up bone. It forms new bone. Osteocyte maintains it. Chondrocyte is a cartilage cell. Number 57 here. Which joint permits the greatest range of motion? ROM. Range of motion, 57. Recapping. This is for future doctors. Yeah, absolutely. This is going to be great for you to review if you want to become a doctor. You're going to have to take anatomy and physiology in medical school. This would be great review or pre-studying for that as well. Anatomy and physiology in medical school is rough, fast-paced, and very, very in-depth. So having a great overview is fantastic. But the answer is going to be A. Our greatest range of motion is ball and socket joints for flexion, extension, rotation, etc. Pivot is mostly for rotation only. Hinge is for flexion, extension. Plane would be a gliding motion. 58, what is the insertion of the sternocleidomastoid muscle, or our SCM muscle? A, B, C, or D. And welcome, if you are new here, welcome to Ollie's Anatomy and Physiology live stream. We are making anatomy and physiology for you finally easy to understand here. We definitely want to make this stuff easy for you. And again, everything that I've covered today will be in my anatomy and physiology notes. They're available on my website that is linked in my TikTok bio here on TikTok. 59,000 likes, guys. Let's go. That is awesome, guys. Thank you guys so much. That's going to be C, though, for number 58. It's our mastoid process. It's like kind of like right behind the ear on your temporal bone. The clavicle and the sternum, these are both origins. The mandible is not involved. So, number 59 here. What initiates muscle contraction at the neuromuscular junction? A, B, C, or D? A, B, C, or D. And if I miss any questions, please feel free to repeat them in the comments. Sometimes I write on my screen and I miss them. So if I missed anything, please feel free to repeat. This is a great review. Thanks. You guys are the great students. Honestly, I love doing these guys with you. Thank you guys so much. Number 59, the answer is C. It is acetylcholine binding to receptors. So the calcium releasing from the sarcoplasmic reticulum happens a little later. Acetylcholine opens the sodium channels. This is going to depolarize the sarcolemma, meaning that it is going to allow sodium ions to depolarize the sarcolemma, generating the active potential within the sarcolemma. That is going to allow the sarcoplasmic reticulum to release calcium. So this is going to initiate the muscle contraction at the neuromuscular junction. When we're referring to the neuromuscular junction, you can always think of acetylcholine. Remember that the sarcoplasmic reticulum is within the muscle. Number 60, last question here, guys. We'll flip around and I'll answer some questions. Number 60, what is the action of the deltoid muscle? What does that do? A, B, C, or D? Remember, it is really important to know the actions of the muscles as well. 60.6 thousand likes on the live stream. Thank you guys so much. That is insane here as we're on our last questions. I'll give you guys a second, and then we'll recap here at the end. But number 60, the answer is B. It is going to abduct the arm. So it lifts your arm away from the body. So if you have your person here, if you do this, you can abduct it away from your body, flexing your elbow, biceps, extending the wrist more so your forearm extensors, and rotating your forearm is pronating and supinator muscles. And those are all the questions I have today, guys. Thank you guys so much for being here. I'll be live again at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tomorrow, going over A&P 2. You can register for the live after the live on my profile. It'll say live event scheduled. You can get a notification, or if you hit the notification bell in the top right corner of my profile, you can get notifications when I do go live. I go live just about every day. I'm going to flip the camera around and say hello to everybody. Hello, everybody. Hi. If you are new here, welcome. Thank you, Petra. Thank you, Navarro. Thank you for being here. Please feel free to introduce yourself as well. I'm here to say hello. Thank you for the roses. Adolfi, thank you so much. I gotta fix my hand. It's so flat from looking down. But welcome. Hi, I'm Ollie. I have my master's degree in molecular medicine, and I've been an anatomy and physiology tutor for 5 years now. Thank you, Prijat, for all the roses. Thank you guys for all the gifts, everybody. Thank you so much. But I've been an anatomy and physiology tutor for about 5 years now, and I go live essentially pretty much every day here on TikTok, going over A&P 2, and then I also do other topics that you guys request. You can request those via there's a little orange button in the bottom left corner down there. Thank you, Keith. But thank you guys for being here as well. Thank you all for being here. And the orange button in the bottom left corner there, you can send me a message with any requests for the live streams as well. We do other topics. We do bio, chem, microbiome, pathology, pharmacology. I was a pharmacy tech for 4.5 years, so I do love pharmacology. The questions I go over, they are not the exact same. That would be cheating. They cover the same concepts. I am here to help you understand concepts. I don't want to give you the exact questions. That is one, A, that's cheating. B, that doesn't help you learn it. I am here to help you not just memorize stuff, but I am here to help you understand the material as well. I have a quick question. What is the best way to learn bone and bone markings in a week? I actually just made a video of that on my TikTok. Thank you, Wifey Mommy, for the finger heart. Thank you so much. I just made a video of that on TikTok here. Essentially, you make a long list. I have a list of that on my anatomy and physiology notes on my website, but I used my group of 5 method. So I had my entire list of all the bones and muscles, which actually, give me a second here, guys. If you are interested, I will pull it up here, kind of show you what I did. But right here, I made a list of all the bones and their markings that I needed to know for my exam, and then I would practice labeling them, and I would do 5 at a time. I printed this out, and I would label them like 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then I would learn those 5, and once I got those right, I added another 5, and once I got those 5 right, I added them all together, so now I had 10. And then I would go through those 10 altogether. Once I got those, I did another set of 5, I added them on, and I went all the way through that. That's how I remembered that. Can you send that to me? You can get it on my website. You can download it on my website. It is linked in my TikTok bio. Just go to my profile. It's linked in TikTok bio. We do the free ones on here, and then the replays are on YouTube. The replay is on YouTube. It's linked in my TikTok bio. Also, if you want a PDF of the practice exam that's blank and it has the answer key, you hit that button down there. It says exclusive community. You join our community, and then you can get the practice test sent to you. You send me, after you join the community, you send me your email, and then you get put on the email list, and you get the PDF of the email with the blank version and the answer key as well. If I look over here, I just have my laptop open with your comments, so I'm not looking away from the screen. It just helps as well. But anyway, like I said, that's how I remembered the bones. That's how I did the muscles as well. But I would do a randomizer. I would have like, hey Siri, pick a number between 1 and whatever, and then I would cross them out. I also had a list. Again, watch that video. I had a list of ones that I was getting right and wrong, and the ones that was getting consistently wrong, I would write down on my whiteboard in my room. And then let me look at some questions here. If I missed your question, please feel free to repeat it down in the comments here. What about studying the bones for lecture? That more so has to do with a process, so like your endochondral and your intramembranous ossification. I always recommend the Feynman technique, which is practice or your blurting, explaining it out loud. Like you were explaining it or teaching it to a class. If you can explain it to somebody else, you absolutely understand the material. I'm currently studying in summer school, trying to play catch-up studying before the fall. Any advice? Depends on what it is here. So any advice for playing catch-up? Organize what you need to catch up on, first and foremost, but it kind of depends what you have to catch up on. Because the summer school for A and P, just let me know specifically. I can give a little more advice there. But kind of mark down what you need to study as well. Keep an example of what you're behind on. But any other questions here before I go, or let me know about the clarification for that. But again, all of my anatomy and physiology 1 and 2 notes and anything else, they're available on my website. They're linked in my TikTok bio. I got an A in anatomy and physiology in undergrad and graduate school. I got 100% on my final exams and stuff like that. Is practice good for the MB? I'm actually not familiar with that exam. If you want to reach out to me via the orange plus service button down in the bottom left corner, I can maybe help. I'm actually just not familiar with that exam. Pathophysiology, yeah, we can do some pathophysiology as well. I took pathology. I don't have physiology. I only have anatomy. Yeah, some schools do one or the other. They do anatomy or physiology. Some do both together. I did both. So in undergrad, I did anatomy and physiology 1 and 2. And then in graduate school, when I did my master's degree in molecular medicine, I did anatomy and physiology. It was medical anatomy 1 and medical anatomy 2, and then medical physiology 1 and 2. Massage and bodywork licensing is the same. If it has anatomy and physiology on it, then yes, it definitely would. It definitely would. I failed anatomy in the spring, especially this fall. I would be taking anatomy again. Any advice? So what I would do, I would take a look and see if you can go, if your professor would let you go back and look at what you struggled individually there and focus on what you were getting wrong. I know it's uncomfortable to deal with the what you struggled with in a class, but that's where you have your knowledge gaps. So that's where you want to put most of your focus. I think you should also focus on developing a study routine. You want to get into the habit of studying, and clearly how you're studying isn't working. You want to make sure that you're effectively using memorization techniques. You want to make sure that you are actively studying, not passively studying. Hopefully you're not rereading notes, rewriting notes. That's not going to help you as well. But I do exam consultations to help you kind of learn how to study more. I'm going to be having a Zoom class here soon that goes over that as well. For anatomy, I did use video on YouTube, and bones, I did use my body to practice. Yeah, bones as well. I would literally sit at night in bed before I went to bed, and I would kind of go through like all the bones in my body. That was definitely a good way to do it as well. But any other quick questions here before I get going? I definitely need help with studying memorization. Yeah, we can definitely go over those techniques. Like I said, memorization, again, active recall is really the way to go. Definitely rereading, rewriting is not what you want to do. That is a quick way. There's just too much information to do that. But I do post videos on here of like how to study and whatnot. So definitely reach out to me via that orange button. Chem Lab, yeah, we can do a Chem Lab. If you have any topics you want me to cover in a Chem Lab, hit the orange button and we can go over those. But yeah. Can we do a comprehensive final exam of A&P? Yes, I have done those before. I did those kind of at the end of spring. I know people have how many days in advance is best to study. So real quick, and I'll answer that, Raquel. So for the comprehensive final exam, if a lot of people message me and let me know when their final exam is coming up, I will do a comprehensive review for that. I can also do a Zoom class. We can kind of go over topics as well, more lecture style, more like Q&A, not necessarily a practice test. If people are interested in that. How many days in advance is best to study? So the way that I would study in advance is I would take how many chapters I had. So if let's just say I had 4 chapters I was going to study. I would do 4 days and I had a buffer day. So I would start 5 days in advance. I would spend a day on each chapter. And then that buffer day is whatever I didn't get to or whatever I'm whatever I'm struggling with after going over those chapters, I would spend in excess on those. hopefully that, I'm taking the accelerated A&P2 this summer. My final is in late July. Okay, perfect. Yeah, I was thinking about doing my comprehensive final exam reviews in the late July area, more so between like mid to late July. So, cadaver also. I cannot do cadavers on here, unfortunately. That is, I've looked into that actually. You really are though. I cannot do cadavers. I looked into that because a lot of people ask. It just comes down to when you go through a cadaver class and whatnot, there's, you know, ethical stuff with that. You have to be approved for the certifications and stuff. But I do have cadaver notes and whatnot. But legally and ethically, I cannot do one. But I can give tips on it if you'd like in another live stream or video. But again, I'm going to get going. But thank you guys for joining Ollie's Anatomy and Physiology Practice Review live stream here on TikTok. Where I really just want to make anatomy and physiology finally make sense for you, or review and connect those dots and those knowledge gaps that you guys are missing. Remember that all of my anatomy and physiology notes are available on my website. That is linked in my TikTok bio. I'll be going live again tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Any just other quick questions here before I go? Again, I'll take quick questions, but wow, we ended up with 78.4 thousand likes on the live stream before we left. Thank you guys so much. Again, if you join our exclusive community and you send me your email afterwards, I will send you the PDF, the blank PDF with all the answers as well. You hit that button and then you follow the prompts and then you just join it. But again, I just want to thank you guys all so much for being here. I absolutely love doing these live streams. Again, if you want any topics, hit the orange button in the bottom left corner there. Send me a DM. I'm more than happy. A lot of these questions are coming from you guys. They come from you guys. So many of you guys have requested skeletal system, muscular system, and whatnot. But truly, thank you guys for being here. I love you guys. I love doing these live streams. But truly, from the bottom of my heart, thank you. I truly can never thank you guys enough. What's my major? My undergraduate major, I did biomedical sciences and kinesiology. And then my master's degree was in molecular medicine, specific focused on cancer research. That's what I studied. I want to get my PhD in medical education or cancer biology and whatnot, but the funding for that is not there. But I want to get my PhD. Hopefully, that will get started next year. Thanks, bye. Have a good day. Have a good day, guys. Yes, I hope to see you tomorrow or in a future live stream. Thank you guys so much for being here. I will see you all in a future live. Thank you all so much. Do I have AMP2 notes for sale? Yes, they are available in my TikTok bio. I have AMP1 and AMP2.